we're going to do a tier list of the greatest second-round picks in NBA history.
Woohoo!
So all the stars that make up NBA history that were selected in the second round from across history. Wow, I just... that was the most pointless sentence I've ever said in my life. Roundabout way saying I got some modern guys on here. I got some guys from recently, across some other eras, all across the league. Where do you guys want to start?
Let's just set the baseline. Let's put Nikola Jokic S tier.
Yep.
The greatest second round pick of all time.
And there's no competition. I think he's alone in S tier. I don't think we should put anybody else up there.
Yeah,
I 100% agree.
I was thinking about it, like who else could be there, but it's like if one guy is winning 3 MVPs.
Yeah. There's nobody that deserves to be within striking distance of him.
Yes.
Manu Ginobili.
A tier is also impressive.
A tier.
That deserves A tier. Wasn't never like the guy on a team, but so much sustained excellence is an incredibly important part of the team. There's players on here that are probably a little bit had more responsibility, but nobody's more accomplished.
And it's also like just generally accepted that if Manu needed to do more, he could have.
Yeah, he sacrificed for his team. That gives him brownie points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marc Gasol.
DPOY.
DPOY.
It is stolen, but it's okay.
He has a championship. He was a like top 10 center in the league for a very long time. All-star level player. Great defender. Like probably top 30 defensive player of all time.
Is he
offensively good?
He's probably B. I think he belongs in B.
Is he's not better all time than or on the same level all time as Manu?
No,
Manu just has so much accomplishment to him, and like always, we're balancing how good they are and their accomplishments, like all those things.
Yeah,
I think Manu has like utmost legacy points, like peak legacy points you could possibly have.
But I feel like even with Marc Gasol, like the legacy points of being, I guess it's more singular to Memphis, but like being a part of that like grit and grind, like that is very big legacy.
That's a fun team that we remember. It didn't like do anything, like it's not in terms of like historically significant teams.
They got to the conference finals.
No, shout out to them. Good, cool era, but it's not like historically significant that we got to like.
Yeah,
he took grit and grind to the finals.
Yeah, exactly. I think when it comes to talking about Marc Gasol and his impact in the league, him and his era and stint are like a third layer of NBA conversations. No one's actually sitting down and talking about like, man, like you ran this. Like, no, he didn't run shit at all.
I'm a huge Marc Gasol respecter though, so I think B tier is good.
I love Marc.
I think his abilities get into B tier, even though he didn't really leave a mark on history per se, like some of these guys. But his abilities for a second round pick to be a star like this, worthwhile. If you're an all star to me, like you're damn near guaranteed to be B.
True.
Draymond Green.
I think he's A tier for sure.
Yeah, I think he'd be the one that's like pushing on S. If you want to talk about legacy points, what you do for the team, what you do for the league, everything you encapsulate as a player, and his abilities, one of the greatest defenders of all time, has offensive skills, the perfect complement to the best offensive player we've seen at his position in Steph Curry. A tier.
I want to put him S, but it would look crazy if at the end of this it's just Jokic and Draymond.
Yeah, no, with a huge gap. No,
we've already decided. Nobody's touching Jokic. He is his own tier.
Yeah.
If there's ever been a tier list that deserves to have one singular person, it's this one. Like this is probably the most unbalanced tier list ever with one guy above the rest that we've done.
Probably.
Unless you're talking,
it's more of like a pyramid than a tier list.
Yeah. Unless you're thinking about like a team that has like one top 10 player all time and nobody else, and I can't even remember who that would be. A Magic tier list. Shaq's probably singular. Actually no, because then Dwight's there. Whatever.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas. How do you compare Gilbert Arenas to Marc Gasol? Marc Gasol is better, I think.
But the peak of I think like Gilbert's peak and him being an all NBA player and being this like future prototypical type of point guard where you are just gonna go out and get buckets.
Very true.
It's very fun, but also the prime just lasted so short that I feel like we have to go C.
Yeah, I was thinking C as well.
Because it's like the prime lasted short and then you came back and did what you did. So we kind of have to go.
Marc Gasol also has a ring. It wasn't as one of the more important players, but he has a ring.
Yeah, I mean, it was damn near pivotal for that. I don't know if I'm not gonna say I don't know if they don't win a ring, but Jonas Valanciunas was a starting center there, and they realized that was a fucking problem. They needed more of a presence, and so
he made
Marc
a difference.
Gasol, definitely deserves to be in B.
I know I said if you're an all-star, you get to B tier. I lied. I changed my mind immediately. Gilbert Arenas is C tier. We can have all-stars in C. That is fine.
I mean that. Never mind.
Go ahead and say it.
I mean, it changes when you're committing felonies. Like,
on and off the court. Pre and post retirement.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Okay, Chris Middleton.
He might be C tier.
Honestly,
could be teetering B though.
Low key, I'm thinking like D.
Nah,
I feel also,
he's a good player, but like I don't think like
you're right. He's
good.
Gilbert Arenas is better. But Chris Middleton did have a year where he was a pivotal part of winning a championship. He just did more because he got drafted next to Giannis or not drafted, traded to be next to Giannis, and Gilbert didn't, so not his fault. But he played an essential part of winning a championship.
He did, but that's also because like one, like he did the stuff. He scored 40 in the finals game. I do want to give him all that credit. His co-star at the time was also running dunk man and needed somebody to take those shots. He did it, but he was never like an overwhelming scorer in the way that like Gilbert was. So I think on like just talent, that's why I'm putting him in a different tier.
To quote Donovan Smoot, at a certain point, we had to pay respect to what the people accomplish on the court. And Chris Middleton, again, second option on a championship team.
All right, fine.
I guess that's fine.
I'm not saying he should be above Gilbert. I agree for what you're saying. He's better, but I feel like if one's better, it's not like Gilbert Arenas is like a first team All NBA player. It's not like he's exceptional.
Yeah.
So I think he's better than a guy who's barely an All-Star but accomplished less. That feels like even to me.
They both have the same amount of All-Stars. Gilbert Arenas does have 3 All-NBAs to his name, but Chris has medal to his name too, and also
medal to his
name. What do you mean medal?
Ring.
The chip. Yeah, he has a ring.
Oh,
that's steel.
Yeah,
I thought he said like Olympic.
No,
thing.
No,
I was like, he playing like the FIBA World?
No. I'm not talking. That's not a talking
He
point
did that
at
year
all.
they sucked and they didn't win.
Yeah, I mean he was a part of it. But anyway,
Dennis Rodman.
I know we have to drop him. You lost the World Cup. I can't respect that.
Kevin Durant. When I see you, Dennis Rodman.
Does he belong in A as well?
Actually, no. I feel like for somebody who is as influential and impactful to
He might be an A.
to the Bulls and to the Pistons and multiple like dynasties or just like iconic eras, he kind of has to be A.
Yeah, he probably got to be right next to Draymond, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I think Draymond's a little bit better for things we talked about in the episode today, but they're within striking distance of each other. There's similar mold.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I had him right next to each other.
Yeah. Isaiah Hartenstein.
D.
Newly minted champion, Isaiah Hartenstein. Champion on a starter champion. A starter on a champion.
Definitely
that all backwards?
D tier for sure. We could have F conversations just because like these are.
Is he the worst player on here?
There might be a tie.
It's a tie, but he won a championship as a starter.
I will say, if I ask the question, is he the worst player on here? And we can confidently say like it's a tie, yes. We might have to put him in F.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah.
that's more a matter of like who I picked rather than anything. That's a little meta, but okay, we can go Isaiah Hartenstein F tier just because they're all good players.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Somebody has to be in the bottom. Fred VanVleet. Is he better than Isaiah Hartenstein?
Yeah, he won he made an All-Star team.
He did make an All-Star team.
Yeah.
He made an
I think he
All-Star team.
belongs in D.
He made an All-Star team the year after Kawhi left when they still maintained relevancy post Kawhi and were like surprisingly good to like up on people.
Yeah.
Let's
Fred
do
VanVleet was
it.
the All-Star.
He can
Let's put him in D because he also was like. And look, Hartenstein was great for the team all year, but there were times where like they weren't really playing him, even in the finals.
Yeah,
VanVleet was hitting shots.
Yes.
key part of 2019.
He's been a pillar to 2 different teams in his career, like one of the most important factors. And Isaiah Hartenstein is simply not that at all.
Yeah. And listen, sometimes Rockets fans kind of hate him, but important part of their turnaround.
Exactly.
Alex English,
Also,
A
A.
tier,
A tier.
immediate A tier. The only besides Jokic, probably the only superstar on here.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
What?
superstar.
Alex English?
Yeah.
Taylor's a superstar, he's a
No.
Hall of Famer.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Carlos Boozer.
Oh.
B tier, very solid.
I think Marc Gasol is meaningfully better than Carlos Boozer. But I don't know. Carlos Boozer did have some years on the Jazz. Like, I feel like he's.
I
like,
almost feel like he's C tier.
he's just one of those inconsequential all stars. Like in the 2000s, like there's just guys that you just like forget about.
Yeah.
I'm taking.
Carlos Boozer gives you.
I'm taking Marc Gasol's career over Boozer, and I think at their peak, I'm taking the defensive acumen and spacing of Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
But is your beard crispy?
I mean,
Is it? Come on.
I'm just saying he got it crispy.
there is a sharp line there.
why?
by
How?
any means necessary.
Means necessary.
What is the process to that though?
And I,
You know what? No, we don't. No. We don't put enough.
I like that. Like
We don't put enough respect on Carlos Boozer's beard game. It's like Barry Bonds. Before the PEDs, he had good beard.
Yes.
There was a prime there before he decided to cheat.
And even though that I don't like cheating, like just in general, sometimes you're so outlandish with it. I have no choice but to respect it.
respect
Because it's
it.
like if you're gonna live like that, go ahead. Do what you want to. Do what you want to do.
Kyle Korver.
F. Easily F.
Shout out
one
Kyle
of the
Korver.
greatest shooters of all time now.
Yeah.
Ben Wallace.
I think he's step below A tier.
I mean,
Simply
if
because
we
of
put
impact
Rodman,
across
if we
the
put
league,
Rodman
too.
in it, well, Rodman has multiple
4-time
rings.
DPOY, won a championship as either the best player
Alright.
or one of the core. They're all similar good levels.
You can go
We
A tier.
gotta go
That's
A tier.
fine.
Yeah, we can go A tier. A
Yeah.
tier is packed.
4-time DPOI is insane.
A tier is packed right now. Is there anybody? But none of them should be like that. Makes sense. Marc Gasol being right below them makes sense to me. So it's a weirdly distributed list, but it's making sense.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Jalen Brunson.
I'm going A tier. I think to
So
go from where obviously they're all second round picks, but he's had deep playoff runs. He has had good playoff runs. He is an all NBA player as well. I think offensively, he's been as good as you can ask, as you can like reasonably ask of somebody.
For sure.
He's an all-star, best player on a team that's like making finals runs. They're making pushes. They're a threat in the conference. They're not necessarily like going to win a championship. I don't think that probably never happened, but they are a relevant team out there, and he's the engine of that team.
I do feel like also
The jewelry though in A tier, like those guys are all decorated, but they're not the guys.
yeah. I think
Their careers are over. Let's just wait another 5 years and see what happens.
Yeah, no, buddy. But I think Jalen Brunson belongs in A tier for slightly different reasons. He's been, of course, like a top 10, 11 player back-to-back years.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, too, you almost maybe want to drop him an F. But anyways.
My only hesitation is Marc Gasol's B tier. Marc Gasol was probably also like the 11th best player in the league for some years. Also took the team to a conference finals.
But did he sacrifice money like Jalen Brunson?
Hey, he's dumb. That's not my problem. I'm almost wondering if that's like the same resume as Marc Gasol.
Man.
Like I think Jalen Brunson, if you tell me he's a little bit better, okay. But I almost feel like it's comparable to Marc Gasol, and it's a real similar resume.
But mind you, Marc Gasol did that over a career. We're talking about what's been going on in the last
This man is pushing 30.
Cooking,
in
man.
the
I
last
think he
2-3
belongs in B.
years.
Jalen Brunson's pushing 30.
He's 28.
He's pushing 30. He's turned 29
He's
this season.
28.
Yeah, relax.
He's about to turn 29. I low-key think B tier is probably
Yeah.
the answer, even though I want to go A.
Yeah. I think if he made the finals, then he could be A easily. But
Yeah.
so
It's-
far, I just
yeah.
not there yet.
There's a lot of players' course history that, like, at this point, like, I mean, at this point, he's Gilbert Arenas on a good team. In terms of, like, a few years of, like, being really good and talented. He's just on a slightly better team that's making it further in the playoffs.
And he's not a felon. Like
That's why he's a tier higher.
That's 2 tiers higher.
Yeah, he's not a felon.
But I do think Brunson will get to A
You
tier.
can't play in the NBA in a jail cell, and Brunson is nowhere near that. He's a good podcaster. I'm putting him in A tier.
Okay.
I do think he'll get to A tier. But I think for now, it looks a lot like Marc Gasol's career.
Okay.
But he will get there. He'll get there.
He gonna find us.
Gilbert?
Yeah.
He's got the connects.
What'd you say?
So does.